Hey there, I'm David. This video shows you how I'm creating my channel videos. All my videos I create follow the same sort of pattern. So they start with a title sequence, then a stand-up introduction, which this basically is, and then I'll go through the actual webcams and display captures of the video, possibly with some voiceover I'll add as well. For this, I'm using OBS Studio and DaVinci Resolve. So OBS Studio I'm using to capture the videos, and then DaVinci Studio I'm using to edit those videos together, add the titles and publish the whole thing. So in this video I'm going to show you that process. So show you how I set up OBS, how I set up a batch file to start up a screen capture and webcam capture at the same time, how I save those videos off, and then a quick look through DaVinci to show how I put together those three pieces: the title sequence, the stand-up introduction, and then the actual webcam and display captures, how I splice them all together and then publish the result. This is the process I'm using. Hopefully it's of interest to others as well. First thing I did was have two copies of OBS running, one to capture what's happening on my screen and one to capture a separate webcam file. To do this I use a bat file to start up the two copies. This is what it looks like. So first I change to the OBS program files directory, then I start OBS 64. This starts it asynchronously using the start command. I start it minimized just so that it's not sitting in the screen when I start up. I use the multi option so that multiple instances of OBS can start up without it coming up with a pop-up to ask me whether I really want to do that. Then I select the profile. I'm using a 1920 by 1080 high quality profile for this, using one collection that contains both scene for the webcam and the screen capture, and I start recording on both of them. So that fires up OBS automatically, and the result of that are two files. You'll notice I've got a delay in between the startups. This is because OBS puts the date and time stamp on the file names. If they don't have at least a second in between, they'll try and give it the same file name, and OBS won't allow that. So you want to have a delay there. This ping actually puts a 2-second delay between starting one and the other. To get my bat file working properly, I had to create a profile. So you see in the profile I've just got one. It's basically for the 1080p image quality, so this is what it records at and saves the videos at. And then I have a scene collection. So the scene collection I'm using is one called screen and webcam, so it has scenes for screen capture and webcam. So that's the one I've selected at the moment, and you see under scenes I've got two device configurations, one for webcam where it captures off the webcam, and one for screen where it captures off the screen. In both cases I'm capturing the audio off my microphone, separate microphone, to get better audio quality. Finally, let's have a look at how this is brought into DaVinci Resolve. So again, this is the same video that you're playing at the moment. So I have some media files. So my standard intro slide is actually a PowerPoint slide. I have some music out of GarageBand that I play over that intro slide. Intro slide basically just got the title of the video and a little bit about the video on it, more for my own indexing. After that I have the direct talk walkthrough or introduction to the video. So again, just me talking for about 30 seconds about what's coming up, what the video is about. The next part's where I use those OBS files, where I've got simultaneous files captured of my screen capture, this one here, and of my webcam. So I wanted to be able to have that show as a small window showing me on the webcam same time as my video display is shown. So in Resolve I do this by putting the overlay video above the base video on the timeline. So this one gets superimposed over this one. By using cropping, I can reduce the size of the window and transform it so it's in in the bottom right hand side of the video, like you normally see webcam video overs on most YouTube videos, and still see my full screen here. One other thing I do is I record 2 copies of the audio, so one with the webcam, one with the screen capture when I'm doing the recording. I don't need them both, but it's useful for aligning the 2 videos because as I showed earlier on, the videos don't start at the same time. They have a delay of about 1 or 2 seconds between them, so it's useful to align the videos using the audio. And then I just remove one of the audios. In this case, I removed the audio from the second one, and I did that by going into the clip attributes, and for audio I muted it. There's probably other ways of doing that. And finally, I had one more video after that, so you just keep layering on the additional screen capture videos after these videos. Only that first one had my webcam video over on it, so the rest are straightforward linear videos with simple splices between them.